Hey there, welcome to another episode of Build with Raymond. And this episode, I'm talking about a new feature called Content Manager. And for those of you who have worked with other CMSs or content management systems, you will know that you typically can add a lot of different types of content on the CMS. And has been one of the most requested feature on Wisp, where whether I can add things like, let's say, events, products, or if I'm hosting a personal project, my my list of projects that I've worked on, and things like can I build a directory with Wisp, right? So this is actually the answer to all of them, right? And the idea here is that while the blog and article still forms like the basis of Wisp, and it has the first class experience and attention. We also want to support things like other content, right? And my idea here is that I wanted to add a few things to some of the personal projects that I've been managing. So firstly, my own personal blog. I would like to add a review section where I review basically products, and some of the times I can put in affiliate links to earn basically affiliate referrals, right? And with Wiz, right, I have an idea to actually put in a directory of templates to help people get started with a few things, right? So kind of like building blogs to building a SaaS product, or LM SaaS in this age, right? So I'll be providing things like, what can you use to kind of like make it e-commerce? What can you use to make LM SaaS, and all of that, right? So to do that, I can go around coding every single page independently and adding that in, or I can use a CMS to manage it. And what's better way to actually add it into Wisp so that I can actually consume it in my other projects as well, right? So I'm going to get you started with this and show you just very quickly like how it looks like, and very shortly I'll be updating the documentation so that you will have you would know how to use this as well. So when you come to content managers and you do not have any content, you have to click on this to add a new content type. So let's say I am doing this. I'm adding a new content to this blog over here. It's actually one of the blog template that you can take. It's a corporate blog template that Wisp provides you, right? So basically you can just spin this off, right? The idea here is that if I have something like that, maybe I would like to add things like product reviews, right? So let's say I'll create something called product review, right? And product review, and we can add a few things. So right now, the idea here is that you can add various fields into this so that you can manipulate the elements around on your UI, right? So what you really need to do here is just to select the content type. Right now, there's only a few selections over here because it's in the beta, and I'm going to add a few more types as we go, so that you can have a variety of things such as like images, such as like what else do you have? Multi-select, right, in this list. So right here, it's just the basic, most of them are textual, and then you have like a Boolean checkbox, and then you have a number that takes in a numeric field. So let's start off with like a product review, right? So the label, let's start off with product name, right? This key is actually going to be used in the API, so I'm just going to use name. Type, we'll just use the rich text, and this is required field. Next one is actually let's say a review, or let's say review, and this will be rich text, and I'm gonna leave it as that. Let's say I will be having a rating, and I'll give it a number. So let's say it's a number from 1 to 5 stars, right? Let's add this field. Actually change this to required, and let me move this up. Right, so this is a new content type, and I'm just going to save this. Okay, so there you go. We have a new content type now. Now we can head over here to actually add a new product review. So you can click on this to click create a new product. Let's say with CMS, right? Rating 5 of 5. For those of you who are familiar with our editor, so you know, let's call this introduction, blah blah blah, and then so on and so forth, and then conclusion, great product, must try. So publishing product, let's call this with CMS, and we are going to publish it today. Okay, and there you go. So this entry is now added, and let's try to access it via the API. So first thing first, let's take a look at the blog ID. Right, so this is my team ID. I'm going to replace it here, and content type slug, it's product review. Right, and immediately you can see an API has been created for this type of content. Right, you'll see the name, the rating, and the review, right, and the author's information, and things related to the field. So it returns also the metadata for the content type, right? And let's say I want to access this one in particular, and I'll just be appending this one right here, and you can see this is the content in detail. All right, that's it. So the two new APIs are being added to our CMS very soon, and you'll see more information regarding like how to actually implement this. If you are one of the early users who's excited to try this out, feel free to drop me a note on this. All right, I'll see you in the next video.